Wow, we already have a nice long line. This is great. You guys are on top of it. Should we go?
I was gonna say, like, I assume everyone knows each of us, but do we want to go over like what we all do at the company and stuff like that in case people aren't as familiar?
Yeah.
I assume there's a few people in here who might only know RWBY or might only know like Rooster Teeth or vice versa.
Yeah,
like that maybe.
Mica, start off.
I'll start. Hi, I'm Mica Burton, and I'm a host on The Know.
I'm Barbara Dunkelman. I play Yang Xiaolong in RWBY. I do Neris in Camp, Jensen in Red vs. Blue, and then I also appear on podcasts. I host Always Open, and I also run all the social media at Rooster Teeth as well.
Fun fact, Canadian.
also that.
She's also Canadian.
A boot A.
It's a sexy accent. I mean, let it fly.
Is it? I feel it's like the least sexy accent.
If you're just like dripping maple
syrup,
syrup, maybe.
Oh yeah, do it in the butt, eh?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Those flat vowels, hot damn.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that just blew me out of the water. Oh my god. Hi, I'm Lindsay Jones. I voice Ruby in RWBY. Thank you. I voice Space Kid in Camp, Vanessa Kimball in Red vs. Blue, and I'm a member of Achievement Hunter, where I play video games and my husband yells at me. Yeah.
All right. Now that you guys know what they do, shoot away.
Hello. My name is
Congrats
Roger.
on making it out of the vault. That's good.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't bring Michael or Gavin.
That's okay.
They died.
I'm sorry too.
Okay, so since technically I'm the first person here, I did ask you yesterday that if I played the Always Open theme, you'd start the panel off as if it was an Always Open episode.
Hell yeah.
And I learned the guitar part.
Wait,
Let's hear
he has
it.
a guitar.
He's going to play it for us.
Holy crap.
If you don't know Always Open, I apologize. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Okay, okay.
Can we put the mic up to it too? So
Yeah,
we can hear? All right, awesome. No pressure.
Do you want to sit down?
Nailed it.
Yes.
Awesome. That was awesome, dude.
Started off like it's an Always Open episode.
Now you got to do it, Barbara.
Welcome
Awesome. Thank you so much.
to Always Open.
I felt like that was still too charming as an acoustic version. We have to be like, hi, welcome to the panel. Thank you so much. Wow. That was great.
Now we got to talk about like dicks and stuff,
Now
don't
we
we?
just
As we
need
do.
Meryl to come in and go, and it's me.
And
Yes.
it's me, Meryl.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a Canada-related question.
Lindsay, Mica, if you'd like to answer.
Yeah, for whoever.
I'm ready.
Okay, something I've always wondered about voice acting is, have you ever felt any sort of like a pressure, maybe from a voice director or whatever, to like change the dialect or something like maybe you saying, no, it's not sorry, it's sorry.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually a few words that I didn't realize I said very Canadian-like. Like the word adult. Americans say adult. Correct. Canadians say adult, which I didn't realize when I kept doing the line, and then Miles and Carrie were laughing at me, and they're like, what are you saying? And I'm like, adult. And they're like, you mean adult? And so there's just been like a few things like that that I've messed up.
The wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Exactly.
Well, Barbara's done some work with Fairy Tale, with Funimation, although it is Fairy Tale, she's Cosmo. And as has Michael, and they say that a lot of the stuff, since they're trying to match the Japanese, original read, there are some words that just don't directly translate into English, and they'll break down the definition for you and what the pronunciation is supposed to be. So I feel like that's really tricky when you're trying to make sure you pronounce it just right, and it's all Japanese, and it all sounds horrible.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Love the show.
Thank you.
Hi, that was God being mad at us for some reason. So I want to ask. I want to ask. Is there any like ideas and like concepts, like shows ideas for Rooster Teeth that were out of like production troubles or were declined? Like ideas that never came true.
Again, the question was, were there any productions from Rooster Teeth that were proposed but were declined?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the biggest thing that comes to mind recently is a lot of people were hoping for X-Ray and Bav season 3. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Yes, Mogar, what's up? You're looking great. And, you know, that's just the nature of production. Sometimes we toss out ideas and things just don't end up happening. But I think that's some of the beauty of Rooster Teeth is that we're allowed to toss out ideas. Yeah, it doesn't work out, but we're still able to put our ideas out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we want to make the best content we can make, and everything we work on uses everyone's time and energy. So if something's not hitting as well as it should, or if there's a project that people would rather focus on, we kind of tend to go that way.
Same with no. What I've seen there are a few stories that you guys have tried to read, and you're like, let's not do this.
I feel like, the things that get rejected in the no are either like story titles that are way too inappropriate, or stories that maybe won't play well, or if it's something that's people really like. Ashley tells this story at no panels all the time. When the Gamergate thing happened, we never mentioned the name. Yeah. It never got talked about directly because it was very sensitive. It was a very sensitive topic. So, or if it's something just about like the Dick Slider and Conan. Nice. That gets rejected sometimes, even though we want to talk about it.
Yeah, you have to be careful naming YouTube videos now because your videos don't get ad revenue if there's an inappropriate title. Fun fact.
I wanted to title the Splatoon headset story "Fuck You Nintendo," but we can't necessarily do that. So that gets rejected.
It's like F asterisk
exactly.
CK. There, it's perfect.
You have to get around the YouTube censors, but all the stories in the morning when they're being written are titled like "Fuck You Nintendo," and then Ash is like, "No."
I'm sure you guys have done some newsreads too, where you have the entire thing finished, edited, ready to go, and then you're like, nope, not going to put it up. Never mind.
In our backlog, we have a few, even with like thumbnails and everything, that have never been published and never will.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, you know too well too. That's like the nature of Achievement Hunters. We have several videos where people are like, "When's Magic coming out?" I'm like, "Magic the Gathering is never coming out."
Magic the Gathering is dead.
Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, I just wanted to let you guys know that we have a mic stand, so my job has been replaced by a machine.
But round of applause.
The future is now.
Thank you for your contribution.
Just like the real world, machines replacing us.
Robots will kill us all. Oh, mood lighting.
Sexy.
A little sexy. Yeah. No one's allowed to touch each other. We can touch each other, but you can't. None of that.
Right. So with that last response, now I have two questions.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One, why isn't Magic the Gathering coming out?
It was a shit show. I cannot tell you enough how much of a shit show it was. You just have to trust me. But the live action one is out, and I don't know if you guys have seen that before too. We went in the break room and played Magic the Gathering, so that's the best you're gonna get. I'm sorry.
Right. My second question is for Barbara. Can I get one of your classic Yang puns?
A classic Yang pun?
Yeah.
Well, the only pun she ever made was, I always kick my semesters off with a Yang.
Right.
So that's the classic one.
There was a stupid one I found today, and I sent it to Barbara because I thought of her immediately, of course. It's 2 bananas at a doctor's office, and one goes, "I'm not peeling well."
I didn't find that joke very appealing.
See? Oh!
Hi there.
I heard
Barbara,
that.
thank you for the chocolate. That was very sweet.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, we shared a chocolate bar at our
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, Lady in the Tramp style. It's very romantic.
It's true.
You were the tramp, right?
Oh!
Just kidding. I love you and everything that you do. Go ahead.
So my question is, you get $1 million, but all of the hair on your body is the same as the hair on your head.
Like length?
So like length, color. You could either go completely bald and have no eyebrows or anything, or, just, what do you think about that?
Man.
I'd do it, but I guess I'd have to go like Britney Spears, circa like the umbrella fight. I'm going bald.
You'd go bald? Man, see, I really like having long hair. I feel like I'd have to like braid it. Oh, could you imagine like a bikini with like blonde braids coming out of the crotch? Yeah. Or I'd like French braid it all to my leg hair too.
Oh God! You'd just be one large swamp monster looking blonde.
I feel like I would look like a spaghetti monster. Just like a bunch of noodles.
I feel like it make cleaning your house pretty fun though. You just lay on the ground and roll around.
I would not do that. No.
I would absolutely not do that because, fun fact about me, if you dip me in water, I turn into an afro. So, I would be a giant Brillo pad, and I don't think that's...
You're like one of those koosh balls, basically?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna roll you around everywhere.
I could really help clean up houses. Just, dip me in some soap and water and just shove me against a wall.
It's like those baby mop onesies that they
Exactly.
crawl around and clean your floor.
Yeah.
You need one of
Yes,
those.
we don't own one at all. We haven't put Iris to work while I'm gone.
How old is she now? Like
2 months. She's old enough to work.
old enough to work? Yeah.
America, earn your living.
All she does all day is eat and shit. Like, come on.
Yeah. Earn your keep, baby.
Just like
God.
Michael,
It's true.
like father, like daughter.
I've left them alone together. My God.
You get home and your house is just full of shit.
I think it'd be instantly like, I'm out. See you later.
Like Homer into the bushes.
Yep.
All right, thank you. Love your work.
Thank you.
We love you.
Hello.
That was a legit sword twirl, though. You're like stepping up to the mic.
All right. What?
She's talking to us.
Whoever declined season 3 of X-Ray and Vav. Got some words, but so I got a pun for Barbara.
Bring it.
What did Canadians?
Great. That's a great pun. Yes.
What did Canadians have for breakfast?
Let me see if I can figure this out.
She wants to use her reverse.
No, I don't know. What do they have?
Eggs. and bacon.
Bacon. A plus on that.
A plus. I get it.
Nice.
Kill me.
And this is like you guys like voice and animation, right? Like, how does that work? Does like the animation team just wander around the office with a clipboard, like, hey, do you want to do this?
No, I was gonna say, I'm like, it's interesting because the nature of Rooster Teeth obviously is like, again, they encourage us to do a lot of different things. So when RWBY was proposed, Monty said, hey, I want to make an anime-inspired show, and I would love to have certain people play certain roles. And he kind of had this idea of having his coworkers and his friends play some of the characters. So we did have auditions, but it was a little bit unconventional. Now we're a little bit more of official capacity, so we do official auditions like we did for Camp Camp, and we will be doing for future shows like Genlock that was just announced. So that's cool. And now we get to collaborate with people who are, big name voice actors, and same thing, they have to do official auditions and send in demo reels and everything.
Because all I can imagine is Miles and Carrie going around with a burlap sack, just kidnapping.
Kidnapping people. I don't think they have to do that. I think a lot of people at Rooster Teeth would love to do more voice acting, so I don't think they have to try very hard to get people to do it.
Yeah, no way.
They just climb into the sack.
Yeah. Let me in.
Also, congratulations on Iris. And,
Thank you.
Also, you texted Michael the picture, right?
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
He said he liked it. Yes. He said you look more effeminate than he does, and he's jealous of that. I think he said it was sexy Mogar. It's like, oh, you're sexy Mogar to me, Michael.
She's
Don't worry.
probably underage, so.
17. Almost there.
There you go.
17, but.
Oh. Michael.
Exactly. Hey, he doesn't know. There's no context. I'll text him afterwards and be like, you're sick. You're sick.
Okay, thank you so much. Have
Thank
a
you.
wonderful day.
You too.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, so with Rooster Teeth in Texas and a couple spin-offs over in California, is there any chance for a Rooster Teeth office in Florida?
No.
No?
Negative.
No chance of a Rooster East?
It's so humid here. Hell no.
Yeah.
I think we go to places where it makes sense in terms of entertainment and where we could collaborate with other people in the industry. And I think LA is an obvious one. New York might be in the future. I don't know, but like just cities that tend to be more where industry is located.
Are you saying that we can't do Rooster Teeth Disney and just like set up in Orlando?
Oh, we should.
We should.
Sure.
Right?
We should have like our own land in Disney
We should
World.
have Rooster Teeth Land right next to Critter County in Animal Kingdom.
I was going to say in Animal Kingdom.
Or in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Right there.
Just
Where
put
the
Mike
faunas
there.
live. Yeah.
We can put Achievement Hunter in their own little section. And
They're just like in their cages and it's like, don't feed the animals.
Exactly, yeah.
Redo the new Pandora Land. It's not really that good.
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I claim the teacups as my own?
Hell yeah. I want Cinderella's castle shotgun.
There you go.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to see you. I love Rooster Teeth. I mean, you've helped me out with a lot of stuff. And on a side note, I work as a substitute teacher at this one charter school, and a lot of students that come up to me, like they're very open to me and all that stuff. And one of the podcasts that I love to listen to is Always Open. And what was it? You know, it's interesting because obviously in your expertise afterwards, you know you're not experts at it, but all the messages you bring out are pretty much very good and right on point. You always say, you know, communication is key. And, you know, sometimes I wish, but I don't want to lose my job. I'm like, you know, tell kids, hey, no, just watch this, or I wish I could say that because you guys are pretty much on point with a lot of things.
Thank you.
Yeah, but besides that, just my one little question. Let's say, you get some emails. Of course, you get a lot of emails and questions. Has there been any questions so far that you haven't been sure how to answer, or like you probably like set aside? Like I remember you had a episode where for mental illnesses, where you brought in more of a professional stuff. How would you handle those types of questions?
For sure. We've gotten a lot of questions that I feel like we're unequipped to answer, especially questions about things I'm just unfamiliar with personally, like transgender and asexuality and things like that, where I just am uninformed on it. So I'm hoping for those types of questions we could get people in who know more about it. Like we want to get Kaden on to talk about all that stuff and that she's been through, and just more stuff like that, and bisexuality and everything like that. And it's good to have a perspective. We have such a variety of different people at the company who could talk about it. So we're really lucky in that sense. But I'm always hesitant to talk about something I don't know about because I don't want to come off as ignorant or that I just don't care.
Yeah, but besides that, you're doing pretty much on key point, and most
you.
of the things that I would repeat to my students if they ever ask me will almost be the same level to where you guys are doing. Awesome. But thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey guys. I wanted to know what are you guys' favorite episodes for RWBY like to record? So production-wise, what was your favorite one to do?
One of my OG favorites is in Volume 1, Episode 8. It's when they first go into the forest and are trying to retrieve the chess pieces. That's like the first time that you get to see everybody working together in a combat sequence, which I always think is awesome, and I love high action intensity, especially in anime. I'm an anime nerd. That was also the first time that you really got to see RWBY. A little bit of spoilers for people, but she ends up kicking ass and kind of like literally beheading a Nevermore in an awesome, badass way. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like that's the
One
first
of my
time.
favorite scenes ever.
Thank you. The sound design's amazing. I mean, that's one of the first like high energy songs from the show that you really get to hear. And I feel like that was the moment that solidified like I really love this character. I think she's amazing. So.
Gosh, I have so many different favorite moments, but I think on a different note, in terms of like a more emotional moment, the last scene in Volume 3 with RWBY and Yang, when after Yang experienced something very traumatic, and
what could that possibly be?
Oh, I have no idea. We don't talk about that. But just getting to experience that moment in terms of like being a voice actor and having a completely different feel to your character. That was a really cool moment, I think, for both Lindsay and I, just experiencing that and getting to stretch our skills and give us a challenge.
All right, cool. Unrelated, is this being streamed?
I don't think so.
Oh, well. All right. Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
First and foremost, Lindsay, I followed you on Achievement Hunter before like I even knew of RWBY.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And that's how I found Rooster Teeth and RWBY.
That's legit. Take that, Michael, and rage quit.
My favorite line before I ask the question is when Volume 1, when RWBY finds the cookies, and wants cookies, and then Volume 3, there's no cookies. It's just.
I feel like the lack of cookies in the show is really upsetting. I agree. It's a pivotal part of the entire world that they're in, all of Beacon. So let's bring cookies back for Volume 5. But thank you.
They're trying to clear their browser history, so they cleared the cookies.
Barbara.
All right, see you guys.
Is that why this isn't streamed?
They need to be careful.
But my question for either three of you or just both, what's your favorite character and least favorite character of RWBY?
I feel like, yeah, Mica, I'm interested now. Like, hey.
I'm going to avoid, and I'm gonna. Well, actually, my favorite character in RWBY, I'm sorry, is Emerald.
Nice. I had a feeling because you cosplayed her, didn't you?
Yeah, because I cosplay Emerald, so I'm a little bit biased. And least favorite character. Okay, least favorite character is that freaking Gorilla Grim because he scares the crap out of me. So that's me being completely impartial and impassive, and yeah.
I don't know if I have a least favorite character. I like all of them for different reasons. Like, I like every villain because they're such good villains and you want to hate them, and that's the sign of a good villain.
Even Adam?
I guess Adam would be my least favorite. He did dismember me, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Also, Mercury, that little shit, you know?
What? Mercury's great!
He's just a little whiny brat!
It's true, yeah.
But he's great. I think, but my favorite character, I have a couple of favorites. I really like Uncle Crow, one of my favorites. Nora has always been up there for me. And then Tai Yang is like a new favorite of mine too. I love that character and I love what he represents and his relationship with Yang. And Bernie is great.
Yes. I'm on the same page. I mean, I love every character for different reasons, especially getting to work with all the voice actors. And we really do find connections with the characters, with the people who play them. So, you know, we have a special place in our heart for each one. Tai Yang's definitely a favorite, a recent favorite for me. Same with Crow. Zwei is amazing. I love Zwei. Least favorite, Weiss. I'm just kidding. Kara's great. I don't think I have a least favorite. I couldn't. Ruby, sure. I hate myself.
All right, thank you guys. I love you.
Thank you.
We love you. Awesome cosplay, by the way.
Hi.
Hello.
I didn't actually think of a question while in line.
That's cool.
But there is one that comes to mind. It's, so off the top of your head, this is for Lindsay. What would your favorite moment that you can think of while you've been with Achievement Hunter? What would that be?
Oh, God. It's a favorite, but I guess it shouldn't be, is Legends of the Hidden Tower, parts 1 through 3. That's why. Reactions like that. That's why. I've never seen Jeff more pissed, and like, he's still pissed at me. If I bring that up, he's like, yeah, it was great, Lindsay. I'm so glad I hired you.
And that just made my day. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Hello.
I like your Joker cosplay.
What?
I like your Joker cosplay.
Thank you. So I had a question for, I think, a little bit for all of you, and then mostly for Barbara. So
suck my dick.
So you guys have your own show now, Always Open, and I think it's really great, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you.
What would you say is the most challenging part of producing it, and what do you think is the most rewarding part? And for everyone else, what's your favorite part about participating in the show?
Challenge. I mean, it's super challenging to produce a show and host a show when you have so many other responsibilities within the company. You know, we all wear so many different hats at Rooster Teeth, so just finding time to really focus on it and making it the best it could be, with also focusing on voice acting and being in shorts and also managing a department and like doing everything and traveling. So that's probably the most challenging part, but it's incredibly rewarding. We actually just finished RTX back in Austin, which is like our own convention. And I had so many people come up to me and tell me how Always Open has affected their lives, or how much it's meant to them, or hearing advice that we've given on the show has helped them in their life. So I would never want to stop doing it for that reason alone. I mean, even if we could just help one person, that's all worth it.
I think I have to agree with the reason why it's so rewarding. And I think I just love doing Always Open because it's the first show that I've been, no pun or joke intended, completely open about stuff. Like, it was the first time in any Rooster Teeth content I mentioned I was dating someone, and I mentioned I have a girlfriend, and that I can openly talk about being bisexual and being a girl and doing stuff. And it's cool to have not only like the support of all of my lady and occasionally dude friends there, like, who are totally supportive and loving, and then also having just those moments with people that come up to you and say, hey, you know, hearing you talk about your sexuality made me comfortable, and that's all I want, is that for people to love themselves and care about themselves as much as I want them to love and care about themselves, because everybody deserves to feel loved. So I think that's totally awesome. Also, we have a bartender, so yeah.
Also, we get to get drunk for an hour.
We get to get drunk like at work, so I mean.
I do that every day. Yeah, just kind of building off of them, it really is a chance to be completely open about everything that you want to talk about. Whereas things like Off Topic or the Rooster Teeth podcast, usually you're retelling a funny story or, you know, something that happened that is hilarious and entertaining, but doesn't really get into a deeper place, I guess. And for this, it's a lot of introspection for the show, and just kind of collaborating with other people who may have similar views that you really didn't know about. Same thing with the fan base. I know we get a lot of messages from people saying like, oh, hey, I didn't know how to talk about this, or I didn't know what this was, but then you mentioned it and it helped me kind of discover this new piece of myself, and that's very rewarding. I enjoy it.
Thank you. Oh, Mica, by the way, lovely hat.
Thank you.
Mega64 swag.
Hello,
Hi.
Coach Wick.
Hello.
You're back from the dead.
Can't kill me. I was wondering, there's so many shows that Rooster Teeth does. What is your favorite show that isn't animated, like it's a real thing, like Social Disorder or Immersion?
$1 Million Butt's really funny. I love $1 Million Butt.
Gosh, I also really like $1 Million, but I also really like Immersion. I think it's like a very unique concept, and I love seeing what the team comes up with.
Those are going to be my two answers, and now I feel like I'm copying them. I really like the RT docs, like just seeing what this company can like push the limits of, like go to India and actually film a documentary. Like that's really cool. So I think that just personally seeing the company grow and do something like that, and also seeing what nonsense can get brought up by the documentary team is pretty cool. Yeah. Also seeing Gus go to
a furry con.
Yeah, like seeing Gus dress up as Abraham Lincoln also is just...
Seeing Gus do anything
Seeing
really
Gus
is
go
great.
outside is pretty incredible.
That should be a documentary in itself.
What about Gavin going outside?
Yeah, anybody.
Anybody in our company actually not being indoors is surprising and
It's
amazing.
true, yeah.
So-
We're here. We made it, guys.
Aren't you proud of us?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, so 2 questions. The first question is, how lenient can you be with Volume 5 and talking about it? How lenient?
We can't talk too much about it. This is absolutely spoiler free because we want to keep our jobs. But we can, I guess, talk about,
I have a spoiler.
Oh, yeah?
You guys want a
What's
spoiler
up?
for Volume 5? RWBY is in it.
Holy shit. I'm texting Gray right now.
Second question is the new episode, chapter 1 about Weiss's backstory and how she learned to use her semblance. It's what are we gonna see any other future for any of the characters? Any backstories? Like, could you talk about that, or like, how did you feel about it?
We're actually, I think Miles, Carrie, and Gray talked to us during our TX, but we're actually going to get a character trailer for each of the characters before Volume 5.
Oh, that's
So we're also going to get a Blake trailer and a Yang trailer before the premiere on October 14th. So those should be coming out within the next couple months.
so much.
Yeah.
Of course, thank you.
Hello, panel.
Hello.
Hello, nice costume.
Thank you. What am I?
Aaron Yeager?
Titan.
I said Aaron Yeager.
Oh,
But
no, you're right. I tried being Armored Titan, but it's kind of hard being black. And then failed concept. Thank
look
you.
incredible. Don't neg yourself.
Thank you. I did want to thank you all because in this day and age, it really, really is hard. And you guys do bring a kind of excitement and joy with what's going on. Depression, sadness, suicide. It really is hard. But you guys, and Rooster Teeth and all, you guys do bring something that a lot of people look forward to. And I myself have looked forward to.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
And we say this all the time. Like, we have a lot of people, unfortunately, who come up and say that they've been through a hard time and that Rooster Teeth has helped them through it. But that's all your strength. You're the person who gets yourself through that. And you're giving us way too much credit for your strength. So that's all you guys.
If anything, we're just honored to be a part of it. So thank you. You inspire us, truly.
For sure.
Thank you. I did want to ask, of all the shenanigans that happened at Rooster Teeth, what's probably like the most dangerously fun? Like Ryan and his knives, because we the fans like to send him knives, or Jeff's shenanigans and using a golf club?
Well, there's a video that just came out probably about a month ago. Like I'm at the end of my pregnancy in it, and they're freaking throwing a grappling hook.
Oh yeah,
in
with
the
Gavin,
office.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why we have holes in our ceiling? Because
Yeah.
Ryan mentioned there's a hole in our ceiling, and I didn't know why. Oh my god.
So
a lot of holes in that ceiling.
And of course, of all things, Michael's like, "Hun, why don't you get under the desk?" I'm like, "Great, I'll be under the desk here, like 8
I'll
months
be
pregnant."
8 months pregnant, huddling under a desk.
Yes.
But make sure you get it on film.
Yeah. I was like, "Did we get the shot? Good. That's all that matters."
Gosh, I don't know if you watched the Extra Life stream from a couple years ago, but
good Lord.
tasing Michael doesn't seem like the safest thing. I remember like cowering behind everyone watching, and I'm like, I can't believe we're doing this. We're gonna kill someone.
Meanwhile, I was in the front row with a camera.
Yeah.
Like, smile.
One
I
of
was a
two
bit like
people.
Mika.
Two types of people in the world.
Right, there's exactly. going back to Extra Life, I can't believe Gavin let me get wasted and throw him to see how far I could throw him.
Yeah.
And then Eddie tried to, and Eddie's like about to go to Israel to train in Krav Maga. He's so good. And he grabs Gavin, and I remember hearing him scream because he like shoved his elbow in his junk when he threw him. Yep. So anytime Extra Life exists, I feel like is a dangerous shenanigan.
Extra Life is where we get drunk for the kids.
For the kids. But here's my question is, we did tasing, we did a paintball firing squad. What can we possibly do this
Just
year?
kill him.
Kill him. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it will ever happen, but we did look up. I typed it. I think it was last week. I was like, how can you rent a human cannon?
Oh my God.
And if anything, we would shoot Jeremy out of it. So we'll see.
Oh my
What about
God.
like
He is solid.
beanbag guns? Is that like one step up from paintball? Is that lethal? Can people die?
No.
No?
What?
What?
We should get like a dunk tank or something.
A dunk tank filled with sharks.
Or just
laser
like
beams. Or just a
acid.
I like how you went to acid.
I just want to kill someone. I'm just kidding.
Can that be a dunk tank filled with wet bread for Gavin?
Oh.
Yes.
That's just cruel.
I like
He'd probably just throw up in the water. Oh, full of puke and wet bread.
I told Michael I wanted to do this, and Michael says, no, you can't. It's too cruel, and you're a sick person. I wanted to take a loaf of bread, still in the sleeve, dump a bunch of water in it, really like swish it up so it looks nasty, and then take it like a baseball bat and just hit.
Oh my God, Lindsay,
hit Gavin as hard as I can with it.
Lindsay,
But, yeah.
please.
I wouldn't even realize what happened until after the fact, and then he'd throw up.
You got bread batted, bitch.
Oh, Lindsay, what was that?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. He wasn't ready for it.
Hi, it's nice to see you again.
Hello. I mean, it's wise to see you.
It's contagious!
Yeah, girl, wife. This is gonna get a little bit emotional. I'm gonna be embarrassed to say this in front of everyone, but you were. I'm gonna cry.
Oh, goodness.
We're not that cool, don't worry.
Please. Also, you look gorgeous, so like, there's that.
You guys were part of a really hard time in my life, and you just mean so much to me.
I'm sorry.
Again,
I'm sorry that you went.
you mean the world to us. Again, you inspire us so much to do what we do. And yes, I'm so sorry to hear that you were dealing with a tough time. But again, you found the strength within yourself to get through it. And that's awesome. So, again, thank you for everything.
Yes. Someone made a video of you guys all dancing in different clips, and it just made me so happy because I love that you're all such a big family.
Thank you so much. It means so much to us that we could help anybody through anything. So that means the world to hear that. So thank you so much.
And you say we're a big family. I mean, shit, you're a part of the family.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're
Thank
like
you
our
for
little
being
sis.
here with us today.
Of course.
Best teammate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Just basic question. I gotta bend down. Earlier, you mentioned that Monty wanted specific Rooster Teeth people to play specific RWBY characters. So could you say, Barbara, that he based Yang off of you?
He did, actually. Not completely, but there were certain aspects of the character that he based off of me, and he asked me a lot of questions about, like, what would you do in this situation? And, like, oh, I want her to be like you in this sense. So, obviously, we share a lot of different traits, but she's still her own person. I'm still my own person.
Yeah, same with RWBY. I know.
Oh,
nice.
Wait, what did you say?
It took me a second. That was good.
Oh, I thought you made a comment about boobs, and I was like, yeah, she's got a way better rack than I do.
Goodness. Yeah, same. Barbara's right. Some of the characters are just like loosely inspired by some of our personality traits. I know when Monty was first proposing the show, he said, "Lindsay, I want you to play a character, but I don't know if you would be better for RWBY or Blake." For different reasons, because obviously I'm a low, chill person, so maybe that would fit Blake. And he said, but also you're super socially awkward, and so's RWBY. Like, great, cool. So, yeah, I think, again, there are little bits and pieces of us in the characters.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello again.
Welcome back.
So after Rice was emotional, I feel kind of awkward being here. And I kind of forgot my question a bit.
You're good.
Very sorry. So I was just thinking of a question real quick.
If you want to step aside and we could take more questions while you think of one.
Sure. Yeah, take your time.
Hi, I'm both an architecture student and a film student. My resume and CV look like I'm incredibly indecisive. But as someone who studies film businesses, different film, like video production companies and film studios and stuff, I'm always curious about the choice between this question of people wearing many hats. You know, there's some film studios where it's really just the storyboard artist is the storyboard artist and the producer is the producer. And then there's, other companies where people can really go from between like producing and directing, people like Diego Luna and stuff. And at Rooster Teeth, you guys do a lot of different things. Do you have anything you can share as far as the experience of deciding like when to specialize in something or when to really branch out and be that person who has an unusual like combination of different titles?
For me specifically, I feel like it's always an evolving journey. And I had the privilege of, when I came to Rooster Teeth, I started working in the live action department. And I said, okay, now I'm kind of interested in the podcast. And that was something that was ramping up at the time. And Gus said, sure, I'd love to train you on it. And that was a new experience for me. And then probably like a month later, I was like, oh, Achievement Hunter is awesome. I really vibe with their humor. Is there any way that I could join Jeff? And again, that's still continuing. Now we're doing things like RWBY and Camp and all these different projects that I never really thought that I would be a part of. So I feel like it's kind of a go with the flow mentality for me. If I'm interested in it and I'm passionate about it, then I'm going to go ahead and drive for it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting with Rooster Teeth. I came in at the end of 2011 as a community manager. And that was like my only thing that I was doing. That was the only thing I was focusing on. And then slowly but surely they were like, oh, let's put you on the podcast, see how you do. And like, we'll try you in this video. And then I started being in more and more things and getting to do other things. Like I wrote an episode of Red vs. Blue. I do voice acting. I'm on a podcast. I produce a show. So it's very cool in the sense where if you want to try something, you can. And a lot of us have learned a lot of different skills working at Rooster Teeth, whether it's writing, directing, anything like that. But in terms of like finding something that you're good at, I think it's a really cool opportunity to get to try these different things. Like I co-directed RTX for a couple of years because they were like, hey, you're an organized person and you're good with people, so let's have you do this, this, and this for RTX. And then that slowly evolved into me co-directing with Gus. So I don't know, it's a very unique atmosphere for sure, but I think getting to try all these different things, you really get to find what you love and what you're good at.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been there for about a year, a little bit over a year, and I've already changed jobs. Like, I came in for something, and now I'm completely settled in somewhere else, and I think that that's just the nature of working at such a cool, unorthodox company, is that you can just experience everything and try what you love. Like, I went in for very, very early on, just actually said, want to try a newsread, and it worked really well, and I vibed with it, and I vibed with the whole office, and now we're co-hosts, and that's cool. It's like, you can do whatever you want, and when you find something that fits like super well, then it'll fit. And then you know what? The weird thing about life is something else will fit super well. Never cement yourself into one place unless it's like your ultimate dream and nothing ever changes. I feel like, yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think
don't let your dreams stay memes.
I've heard that one. I think a lot of people also put too much pressure on finding out what they want to do so early on, where they're like, oh, I'm already 21 or 22 and I still don't know what I want to do. It's like, that is completely fine. I'm 28 and I still don't really know what I want to do. And I don't think I ever will. And I think a lot of people just put too much pressure on themselves to figure that out. But life it's short, but it's also long at the same time, where you have a lot of opportunities to like try different things and see what you actually like to do.
Also, people change. Like, you can change a lot from when you're 5 and you wanted to be a pony when you grew up, but then, but it's like, just because you're not 5 anymore, people can still change their dreams. Dreams shift, people shift.
What do they say? It's like life is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to drink a lot of cups on marathon, cups of water, and cups of water can be... I'm done.
Sometimes you have to pee, and then a mile later you sweat it all out, so you don't.
Exactly. See, look at that. We can just continue this metaphor for a really long time. Like a marathon, and we've come full circle.
Thank you.
Hi, I thought of not one, but 2 questions. First one, is there any like movies or like actors that influence you in performance or anything?
Oh man, are there any movies or actors that influence us in performances?
Or TV?
Movies. I mean, Jurassic Park has been and always will be my favorite movie. I think there's so many elements in that are just perfect, and I'm a Spielberg fan, I admit. Laura Dern in that is amazing, and I love her to death. As far as TV inspiration or anything, I mean, anime is a big inspiration. Like I said, I've been an anime nerd since about 7th grade. And I think it's so admirable that voice actors can portray so much emotion and so much depth and character with just their voice. So, I mean, there's a wide variety of voice actors that I enjoy, and luckily we now get to work with a couple of them, like Yuri and Vic. But yeah, I mean, I'm finding inspiration constantly from different sources, but mostly voice actors.
I'd say I'm very inspired by Grace Helbig. She's a fellow YouTuber, and she's hilarious, and I love her drive, and I love her style of comedy. So I'm very inspired by her.
I'm very inspired by actor Aisha Tyler. She's super sweet and super kind, and also she's an actor, but keeps her feet solidly in the nerd world, and that's super inspirational to me, not just as like a person, but as career goals. Also, there's this one asshole, his name is LeVar Burton. He's kind of good at what he does sometimes, I guess. So like, I mean, whatever.
You're inspired by your dad? Ugh.
No! Lame.
It's so lame, am I right?
Just thinking about foot in the nerd culture also, but I mean, it speaks to us because we're females in a production company, and it unfortunately skews audience male sometimes, although we have made a lot of progress in the past couple years, and just thinking about working there. But because of that, I'm a huge fan of Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I feel like they kicked ass. they had a lot of odds against them, and they said, fuck you.
My second question is, with Radio Team out, will we ever see like a RWBY or Red vs. Blue, or my favorite, RTAA movies, or instead of a season 3, make an X-Ray and Wrath movie?
We don't know yet. We can't answer that.
I was expecting a bigger audience.
I know it was joked about in an interview that maybe we would have a live action RWBY. It's not happening. Don't worry. Maybe we'll act it out. That's the best you're gonna get.
Just to let you guys know, we have a little less than 5 minutes, so we probably won't be able to get through everyone, but make sure you go and visit them at their table.
Rapid fire.
If we want to go like fast, we could probably get through a couple minutes.
Yeah, let's roll.
Okay. Hi, I'm very nervous.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think Team RWBY's favorite meme would be?
I would like Dat Boy. Because I don't understand what it is, really.
No one does. Literally, it came out of nowhere. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, Yang would like Dat Boy.
Okay.
Here he come.
Here he come, Dat Boy.
Oh, shit.
I mean, RWBY would like anything Pushing related, but I'm biased, so.
Or dabbing.
Yes.
RWBY's a dabber.
Is that
it's
a
true.
meme? That's not a meme, right?
It's kind of a meme.
I don't know.
Okay, and then another question.
We're doing quick.
Okay, what did you expect to ever have such a big fan base?
No, never.
Okay.
The only person who did know was Monty.
Yeah, he's like, this is going to be big. And we're like, what? You're crazy.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
You guys rock.
Hey, I'm Bryce.
Hi, Bryce.
I have a question for Barbara and Lindsay. What do you like most about your own characters?
I love how endearing she is, and she reminds me to stay positive in this really shitty negative world.
I'm going to say dem titties.
Oh, shit.
To be honest, same.
Hello. What would you say were your favorite sketches from RWBY Chibi?
I love the Little Red Riding Hood sketch. I think Blake's lines make me laugh every time. They're so deadpan and wonderful.
I like the anything between Yang and Tai Yang and RWBY Chibi. I love the father-daughter interaction that they have in that with all the puns and everything like that.
I like all of the Neptune and Sun nonsense that goes around. Yeah.
Junior detectives? Yes.
Yeah, the detectives.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Misty.
Yes. Thank you for wearing my badge. Thank you.
Thank you for giving it to me.
It's not a question, but it's a joke for Barbara. What do people do when they talk about shoes?
What?
They Converse.
Security!
That's great.
Thank you.
I have a question for Lindsay, and I'm sorry I'm not able to watch all the videos on YouTube between Awu and everything, but
There's a
my
lot.
roommate and I have a bet. I
Okay.
saw an Awu video where you said that you were pregnant again, and he said that he saw you in a panel drinking alcohol, and I'm sure all of you would stop her from doing that, from being pregnant. So I just want to hear it from you, like, legitimately, you're pregnant again?
Legitimately, no, and that's why I make a joke in Awu that it'd be a really dumb baby because you shouldn't have another baby that soon after delivering. It won't get the nutrients it needs.
Yeah.
Also, I have a rum and vodka up here, so you know.
Okay. Yeah, we're like,
Oh.
how did she get pregnant so fast? But you were so serious.
Michael does good work, you know.
When a man loves a woman.
Hey guys.
with all the destruction that goes on in the Achievement Hunter office with all the weaponry and flying dildos that go into the roof, are you guys going to be moving out of that Achievement Hunter office anytime soon? Because it looks like there's literally no more space with all the mail that's there.
We do have a lot of mail. If we move into another space, we're just going to break that one, so why leave?
I guess. Good luck to the dildos in the roof. I guess.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There's a dildo in the roof.
No, he's talking about Ryan. Yeah. He means Ryan, the biggest dildo of them all.
It's big and black, and it's stuck in a hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. This question is actually for a friend of mine who loves you guys dearly but couldn't make it.
I'm sorry.
He wanted me to come out here and ask a question for
Well,
him.
you're a great friend for doing that. What's up?
Thank you. He wanted to know what you guys thought your lives were going to be like before Rooster Teeth was even an opportunity.
I thought I was going to live in unemployment for years and years and years. We had no idea this was going to happen at all. I mean, I wanted to be a veterinarian for a long time, and that was a path that I was thinking about doing. But yeah, it just worked out.
I studied marketing in school, so I thought I was going to go into marketing or advertising in Toronto, probably, because I'm from Canada, so I thought I was just going to go to the big city and do that. But yeah, life changes.
I was an acting major, so I was probably going to be home in LA, working a waitressing job, going to auditions. Doing that stereotypical.
You mean a barista?
I mean a barista. I would be making chai tea lattes with art in the foam. That would be my job right now.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I just wanted to know, did Gavin ever get a new desk?
He did. And he
That's the one that Jeremy
Yes.
picked.
Yeah. So he did get a new desk, and it's already fucked up. Like, that thing's a mess.
Wonderful.
Just
Gavin's
like
a
Gavin.
mess.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks.
I have a question for Barbara.
Saw, dude.
I was wondering, working at both Rooster Teeth and Funimation briefly, is there anything that you noticed, like production-wise, that's a little different from how you do things at Rooster Teeth?
Funimation has an extremely professional voice recording studio. Extremely professional. They like put your voice into the show instantly after you record it, and just the whole setup there. That's what they do. So they're really good at that. We've tried to emulate their booth a little bit, trying to get ours up to par with them. But yeah, they're fantastic there.
Just thinking of the mentality of recording too with Funimation. Like, they're fun and they'll make jokes, but like, I dropped a Rooster Teeth joke at one audition and they were like, no, that is not funny. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'll be good.
Thank you.
We have time for only one more question. I'm sorry,
Hello.
guys.
Yes.
So my questions are, how do you like your voice acting roles in RWBY? And do you also work with Screw Attack? And how do you like the crew at Rooster Teeth?
Well, we do work with Screw Attack, yes, of course. Chad's wonderful. Congrats on his new baby. I mean, we love voice acting our characters, and we were just talking, Barbara and I, recently about how we get to play characters in Camp Camp now, and how that's a new experience for us, and it's very different from RWBY or Red versus Blue. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Space Kid loves it. Yeah, it's great. Love voice acting. Love Screw Attack. It's been awesome.